Good evening. It is free tarot reading time, and believe we're live. Need to move the microphone over here. That's right, where it's a little closer. That always helps. That always helps indeed. So how's everyone's evening? I'm TarotOracle, and you're here for free live tarot readings, but you know that because I'm here every day. So it's fairly simple to find me. I'm pretty predictable, I have to say. Today's water is Aquafina. Aquafina water today. That is the flavor. It all tastes the same, but okay. Mom Bear, how are you doing? Lorena, what's going on? CM, welcome. How are you? Mr. Katz, what's going on? The chair has arrived. The chair is here. I have a new chair, and it is amazing, I have to say. It has like small, tiny adjustments for how far you want the back to go back, you know. It has adjustments for where you want the center line, so you have your back support. Tiffany, what is going on? A little worried, found another one of the guards at work caught the virus. Well, unless you're, well, you know, according to all the TV news and whatnot, unless you're like very old or you have some pre-existing major conditions, you pretty much, a lot of people don't even have any symptoms. So I don't know. I'm not a doctor though. I just read. Annie, what's going on? Annie, the chair is here. The chair is here, Annie. It is wonderful. I'm going to post a special video worshiping this chair because it is wonderful. I'm just saying. Haiti, thank you for your donation. Well, what? He was supposed to come by. He was supposed to come by. Haiti, what happened? Did he not? He didn't come by or call or text or anything? Wow, that's bad. Marcia, welcome. What's going on? Hasn't called or texted, never came by. Oh my. Okay, let's see. For this, I started doing physical boxes now. So just trying some physical boxes. Marcia, welcome, and Elevated, what is going on? So for this reading, we'll do, discovered he was spot on her with a hidden cam in their home. Oh my God, that is weird. That is weird indeed. Yes, it is comfortable chair hype. It is comfortable chair hype. Oh, finally launched my Kickstarter because of your tips. Oh, that's so cool. Mystic Cats, what are you selling on your Kickstarter? Did you make a deck or what's going on? There is no list. Donation take priority. And then I choose at random, by the way. I should pop that thing up, right? There we go. Donation take priority. Then I pick at random. I like picking it random. I'm a big fan of randomness. I'm a random sort of person, you know? That's just how I roll. Maybe next 2 weeks looks like to me. Okay. Do a next 2 weeks as well. So let's find out what's going on. No call, no text. That's not good at all. Brianna, welcome, Brianna. The chair is here, Brianna. I have the chair, and it is so comfortable. You can adjust the back as to how far you want it to go back and the angle and everything. It's really cool. Oh, it's so comfortable. I could see, I want to start painting again now. It's so comfortable that I could just sit here all day. But anyway, so what are we looking at here? Justice says it's time to make a decision. It's so mad. Justice is making me mad. Yeah. Justice says it's time to make a decision. Do you want to continue on with this vein, or what do you want to do? I mean, at some point it seems like that now you're just being, I mean, you know, you're just having a bunch of issues with reliability and with them and all of that stuff. So Jen Null, yeah, I need to make a video on that. But Justice says it's time to make a decision. It's really confusing. You're having a lot of mixed messages. You're not getting treated the way that you need to get treated. So it looks like that their decision making is just always seems to be against you, always seems to be against you. And she received her chair delivery. So it's time to make a decision. The Justice says going back and forth seems to be not good, for you, and sort of mixing you up. The 3 of Cups. They're doing something else. They're busy with doing something else. But again, they just don't see you as a priority, evidently, because they never really give you a priority slice of their time. So, you know, this just looks really disadvantageous for you, especially, right? They are working, they are doing some other things. So they're just busy, right? Busy with friends, busy with other things in life. And they just don't they're just not respecting you like you need to be respected at this point. And you're getting a lot of mixed messages. You're getting a lot of negativity, and, you know, things are going like that. But the justice says it's time to make a decision of how much more that you want to put up with, or do you just want to take a break from all of this and just not have the worrying, not have the drama, not have the ulcer. Seems like you're just going to give yourself an ulcer eventually from all this drama. Anyway, the King of Pentacles. It's about that. If you watch my video today, by the way, he is busy with his job. Yeah, because you do have work, and then you do have other people demanding from the work and whatnot. But again, you know, we're talking about the King. If you watch my video today, the King is all about looking farther ahead, or playing chess, right? Sort of playing that chess, getting things to where that you're going to be comfortable with them, getting things to where you're going to be happy with them, and not really relying on other people to get your happiness. Caramel Apple, thank you for your thank you for your subscription. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, the King is about playing chess. So looking farther ahead, how much are you willing to put up with? How much are you willing to sort of go forward with? And how much of this is going to be, you know, at what point are you willing to just make a decision and either take a break, or, you know, just sort of relax and don't really worry about it and just let things happen as they may. So it just seems like a personality difference. Seems like a personality difference. So they're sort of on the cusp, you know, unreliable, and it seems like that you want that reliability. You want that reliability. So anyway, all right. So next 2 weeks, by the way, we'll do that one as well, and for that we'll use the Playful Heart Tarot. So Brianna, I switched to using boxes for the little boxes. If it's small, I'll use a little box, and if it's larger, like the wheel, I'll use the graphic. I ran into an issue to where my CPU maxed out because I had like 100 different little graphics, and yeah, that didn't work out too well. It completely locked up my computer for a long period of time. So we got to do half boxes, half graphics. So this box works. I think the box works good. You can see it clearly. It's nice and colorful and all that stuff. So anyway, so it's upside down. We get a response from the IRS in regards to last year's income tax. We still haven't received it. Jesus. Had to resend documents and hire a professional. That's no good at all. You know, I did my taxes myself this year, and it was shockingly easy. Even with small business stuff, it was shockingly easy. I didn't have many problems. So I'm kind of surprised. I mean, and if you do have a form that you need or something, it's right there on the IRS website. Anyway, I guess there's a level of complexity to where that's going to not work anymore, but whatever. Lily, welcome. What is going on? Gracia, welcome. And Kristen Davis, hi to you as well. Caramel Apple, me and boyfriend stay together. Dulcie D, what is going on? And Jennifer, welcome to the first live chat. There you go. All right, for the next 2 weeks, what are we looking at? Two of Wands says that you're going to have that back and forth continues. You're going to have the back and forth continues on there. Does he still want me? Haiti, thank you for your donation again. Any message from my cousin in April? We'll check it out. Lorena, cute deck indeed. The Two of Wands says that it's sort of this decision-making time again with what you want for action. The Judgment says that you sort of need to wait and either be very, very patient or sort of go with Jay's schedule. In other words, if Jay is going to just sort of wing it, if Jay's not really going to have a firm schedule, then just, go about doing what you do normally for day-to-day activities and not really worry about it and just work on not having them on your mind. And that way it's not really disappointing. It's just, when he gets there, when he arrives, it's great. If he's not there, that's okay as well. So just have that acceptance. And judgment says just have that rebirth. So if they're there, if they're going to be in your life during certain days, and that's good, but not really relying on that for being happy or whatnot, just sort of relaxing and letting things go and letting things not be on a schedule, because that seems to be what they do as well. The Two of Wands, dominion, sort of making those choices, getting things straightened out. And judgment, sort of just reacting when you have an opportunity to see them. And when you don't have an opportunity to see them, that's okay as well. Just sort of going with the flow and just relaxing through it. Ace of Pentacles says that it's time for a different sort of journey to where you can have other things as well. You can have other things going on to where if they don't show up or if they don't show up on time or whatnot, you're so busy with things anyway that it doesn't really, doesn't really matter too much. And the moon says just to use your intuition and to get into that space to where your intuition is sort of telling you what's happening, telling you what's going on, and just sort of using that to sort of find out, what their connection is, what their feelings are, and things like that. And so as far as coming to you and loving you and all of that good stuff, let's check it out. ES and Tiffany, thank you for your donations. I greatly appreciate it. Very cool. And there is Jocelyn. What is going on? All right, let's use some new decks that I have over here. The Crystal Visions. I've never used this on stream. The Crystal Visions Tarot. There we go. Mama, will Dudley talk to me again? And what is his intentions? All right, let's check it out. This is the Crystal Visions. Not my favorite deck, but I want to get some rotations in on the stream. Rotations. Uh-oh, Tiffany. We have a throwdown. Tiffany has like 700 people that they are currently looking at as possible dating subjects. And we need to do another throwdown on contender number 3. We're down to the final round. This is down to the Survivor show and the final Survivor show to see who will be the survivor. There we go. Will Dudley talk to me again? What is his intention? Will I be able to vacation in July? Oh, I certainly hope so. All right. So we'll check out this is the worst deck. It just sticks together like glue. It sticks together like glue. All right. This is the worst deck. We're back to the moon. They still have feelings. The moon, we still have feelings. Sort of that straight out of the box, we still have those feelings. The Ten of Pentacles, they do want the best. Jay does want the best for you. They do want to have something going on, but it seems there are a lot of things getting in the way. There are a lot of activities getting in the way, and there are a lot of things happening. It's definitely not boring over there. The Knight of Cups, that fiery aspect, that always moving, always trying to get someplace else that they're not. And definitely have a sort of a contender here between their life and getting with you. It just doesn't seem to have that schedule. It just doesn't seem to have that same feel. So the Knight of Wands says that there is going to continue to be some challenges. It's not going to be over anytime soon. There's continued to be some challenges with Jay, Haiti, and it looks like that Joseph is just going to continue doing what Joseph does. Looks like Joseph's not changing anytime soon. It doesn't seem like he's going to suddenly make a big alteration to make you happy, or a big alteration to sort of get other things done. It seems like that, Joseph does what Joseph does. And then when he has time sliced for other people or from other things going on, then he's going to do that. But until that time, he does what he does. I mean, he's very centered on his activities or his things and stuff like that. So, all right. Anyway, had a triple reading there for Haiti. Thank you, Haiti, for all your donations. I greatly appreciate it. Mama, any message for my cousins for April? Well, let's figure that out. All right. Let's see. Cousins for April messages. And for this one, we could use the Hobbit Tarot because we have it right there. How convenient is that? Where did that box come from? It seems like it just appeared magically. It seems to have appeared magically. What is going on with all of that? Hobbit Tarot, Hekate's Crossing, welcome. What's going on? Lily, XO, and Ollie, welcome. How is everyone doing? All right, we got the best diet to lose weight after this. Well, that's gonna be a thing. I'm not sure what tarot cards go with what diet, but we will try to figure it out. We'll try to figure it out. So what message do we have for your cousins for April? Check this out with the Hobbit Tarot. This is a really good tarot. You know, I picked it up and I was like, I'm just not going to be happy with this. I knew I was just not going to be happy with this. And sure enough, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. By the way, there is no list. Why did I turn that upside down? You know, I purposely mixed these up so I'd have upside down cards. By the way, there is no list. Donations take priority that I pick at random. Will I benefit more as a nurse or a pharmacist? Wow, either one of those is a job for life. That's a job for life. Anyway, so yeah, there's never really a bad economy for nurses nor pharmacists. They're immune to bad economy. No matter what the economy is, these people still get sick, turns out. Seven of Cups. What are the messages here? It's all about figuring out the best choices, figuring out the best choices for your cousin. A lot of different choices are going to be appearing. A lot of different things are going to sort of be manifesting over the next couple of months, and they sort of need to pick the best choices. And that's going to be difficult because they all look appealing. They all look appealing. You all have a variety of things that you could be doing, you could be chasing, or things that are happening. And it's all about making the correct choice. And that's going to be a combination of Angel Moonlight. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. It's all about using intuition along with some common sense, right? Different choices have different ramifications. So looking farther ahead, not getting too caught up in the moment, not getting too lost in the moment, but instead looking a few steps ahead, trying to plan that and see what is going on with whichever choice that you're going to make. The Four of Swords, the Lord of Blended Pleasure, or no, Lord of Blended, what am I doing? The Four of Swords, sort of that ending of a journey or the finishing of a journey. I think that the restrictions that are in place are currently going to be looking at getting relieved, a lot of those restrictions. And you still want to be sort of careful as you sort of wander out and go out into the space and to check things out. I think that you have the Five of Swords being upside down. I think a lot of the difficulty that you've had, that they have had back a while back, has been sort of alleviated, and not as much conflict, not as much pressure to get things done. And overall, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good April as far as that's concerned. So the star means that they're looking at a new opportunity once this is over. Not a big business opportunity, not a big love opportunity, but a couple of things that other people have going on. They can sort of join in with that. And that sort of goes back to our choices. And once we do that, it's going to be good to get a project going, or good to be getting busy again and getting things going on where we got those opportunities at. Anyway, so that is the Hobbit Tarot, by the way. All right, so thank you for your donation. Greatly appreciate it. And let's move on to ES. Best diet to get to my ideal weight. Let's figure that out. All right. ES. Best diet to get to my ideal weight. For this one, we could use the Little Prince, because that's how we roll up in here with the Little Prince Tarot. Where is it? Oh no, where did I put it? Did I put it over here? No, I didn't put it over there. Pardon me while I dig up the Little Prince Tarot. Here we go. Oh, that is the downside of having too many tarot decks. Larry, what is going on? Larry, I was telling everybody that somebody was asking about tarot. MNCSV, the Excel export comma delimited file. What is going on? You're studying astrology and tarot. Feel like a calling blesses. All right, well, let's check that out. See what is going on. What is COP? I have no idea. I have no idea what country COP is oriented to. I have no idea what that is. Let's check this out. Ideal weight. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? Little prince, because you will be little. You will be little and small soon. It's all about getting that ideal weight, getting that stuff done. Which diet? Well, there's no tarot cards for particular diets, but we will try it and check that out. So 3 of Cups upside down means to not really rely upon friends. Not really rely upon friends. Your friends may be a detriment during this process, right? They could be eating things that you can't eat at all. They could be on all sorts of other different diet programs. They could be recommending you diet programs that aren't going to be good, but basically saying that the friends may be a detriment, or friends may be a disadvantageous thing as you're sort of moving along here. In other words, the diets they recommend, may not be the best ones. They may want to go eat at places where you can't eat anything, or you don't have any food that's going to be good for you. But the 3 of Cups upside down sort of means that watch the friends, be cautious and wary about what they advise and what they're eating as well. Don't get sort of, caught up in the cheat days and things like that. Shaker, welcome. Shaker, did you get did you get my few emails and whatnot? So I shipped your decks out, put an extra book in there, and gave you an explanation of what was going on with the Lenormand, and I gave you a link to the Lenormand. So Luthien, welcome back, Luthien. It is so good to see you. So the 7 of Wands says you have to be in a state of not having temptations, not having that temptation, right? The 7 of Wands trying to defend ourselves against temptation. You have to be in a state to where all the temptations are not in the cupboards. The food that you absolutely love to cheat with is not there. And just sort of make sure that you have a clean slate when it comes to that. And you're not running in at a disadvantage into the situation, trying to avoid some cheat food that you absolutely love that's in the cupboard. You want to make sure and take those to the friend's house, or take those to somebody else's house, so they're not in your house, because it's easy to get caught up in that. The 6 of Swords, this is stay active, right? Stay active. Don't sit around. Stay active, even if it means walking, standing up, anything that you can do, nice, relaxed exercises, anything that you can do that is going to be being active and not, just sitting, laying, things like that. Just lightly walking around, checking things out, and standing up. If you're going to be watching TV for a little bit, maybe, break the housework up into a bunch of little steps, to where now you have to walk 3 times as much to get the housework done because you broke it down in all these little steps. And the Ace of Pentacles says ultimately you're going to be successful and you're just going to be fine. You're going to be just fine. You're going to get to that ideal weight. It's just a matter of tweaking everything a little bit. That little bit of tweak is all about it. All right. But I didn't see a particular diet like there's no card for keto. There's no card for low carb. There's no card for juicing. I don't know. I mean, I just saw that those tips that I told you. I hope that is sufficient. I hope that's sufficient. All right, now we have the ultimate throwdown. See, Shaker, you joined just in time. Ultimate man throwdown. Ultimate man throwdown. All right, so the 2 Saggies, hoping for a past, present, future reading. I'm sad about falling out with the Scorpio. So the Scorpio's out. 2 Saggies, hoping for a past, present, future. So I'm confused. We want to we want a throwdown between the 2 Sagittariuses? Is that what's going on? I don't understand. Tiffany, help me out here. To be fair, I don't have 700 guys, just 5 love offers on the TO read for me. I was widowed. Okay. Okay. So, and I are both Saggies. My BD and I are both Saggies. There we go. Sounds like a wrestling match. It is. It could be. It could be. I checked my work email. Oh my. Sorry. I did not mean to send that to your work email. That was the email that you gave me. So that was the email that I used. Let's see. Okay, so we need an ultimate man throwdown, and we can do that with the Deviant Moon Tarot. And I'm just joking around there. I mean, I'm just joking around. Tiffany, you know that. Just joking around there. So it's throwdown time. So we're throwing down against 2 Sagittariuses. Is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm kind of confused with the question. So let me know, and we will do the ultimate throwdown and move on to Jocelyn's question about will I be able to vacation in July? Only focusing on 1 connection. Okay, so we're down to the final throwdown, and we need to know, is this person going to be the right one? We have narrowed it down quite a bit. We're down to the last contender. Like Survivor, we have the last survivor on the island. Will he get voted off? Will he get voted off? See, that's the important part here. Will he get voted off or not? The island. Okay. So let's see. Only focusing on 1 connection now. There we go. Judgment says that this could be a very good contender on the last survivor island. Judgment, the Magician, the Page of Pentacles, and sort of abandoning the whole thing. That's interesting. We got some good cards. We do have some nice cards. Let's go through them. Judgment says that this opportunity looks like that it can sort of reinvigorate you. It can get you to where that you're going to be happy and excited, and things are going to go very well with this particular connection. Judgment says it's sort of a rebirth or a new opportunity. I think that they bring a lot to the table, bring a lot to the survivor island, and Judgment said this is going to be a good new opportunity. Magician says that they are good at handling relationships. They're good at providing. They're good at getting the relationships going and keeping them steady and stable. They don't really have a lot of other problems that somebody new to relationships would have, somebody maybe younger would have. The Magician says that they are very good at not only their work environment, but relationships as well. They're not new. They're not a new person on the block, right? The 2 of Cups says we're looking at a fantastic, great opportunity, and this could be the person that you really want to sort of be with. Now we have a couple of negative cards. The Page of Pentacles is all about the stability, right? So it's earthly already. In other words, it has that grounding already. But it seems that there could be a couple of issues that you're looking at resolving with this. Not going to be all roses and puppies, as I say in other meetings. They are sort of looking at, hey, do you thank you for your donation? I greatly appreciate it. 2 donations. There we go. But the Lord of Defeat, as we sort of move into the last card, says you're going to have some issues. It's not going to be easy. There are going to be some things that you have to work out, some things you have to figure out during this process. So just be aware of that, and don't think when you're coming in that everything is going to be absolutely perfect. You are going to have some initial issues, some initial conflicts as we sort of go into there. And if you don't handle those, and if you don't sort of try to get those resolved, then they're going to come back and bite you, kind of thing, right? Energy me at home, person reads for $1 million, sage activity. But yeah, so I mean, that's looking good if you want to just get the feel for this particular person. I think that this particular person is going to be great. And with the throwdown, we are looking pretty good for that particular throwdown. And how that is going with the Deviant Moon. Thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Contender number 3. All right. So Jocelyn wants to know. HOT. Will I be in July? July is a long way off. So my prediction said that the all clear would be in August, but that we would have a lot of opportunities to remove some restrictions and all this other stuff. So I think that May still looking good for a lot of these restrictions. There we go. 5 of Swords has some cheeks. Well, there you go. There you go indeed. And my question, Stephen missed me. There you go. AM, what is going on? Xena, I see your question. Not sure if I can get to it tonight, but I'm here every single night. Corellia, What is going on? You snuck in. Corellia snuck in. I missed you. What is happening? What is happening? I have been great. I have a new chair, and I'm sitting very comfortably in my new chair. I'm all hyped. I'm all hyped indeed about this new chair. All right. So let's figure out about this particular question here. Vacay in July. Is that looking promising or not? Oh, no. Well, that is not good at all. Let me grab some water. Well, that's looking a little better with a Chariot. There we go. Looks like you may have some resource issues. Right. We may have some resource issues coming up, or somebody's almost trying to prevent you from going. If you're going with somebody, if you're waiting for somebody, if you're planning this for somebody, it could be an issue. We could have some difficulties in that. Three of Swords sort of points to either that they may not want to go, they may have some other things. There could be some conflicts with that as well. Judgment as well points to that you may end up going without this person, or you may end up finding somebody else to go with because this person can't make it. You do have some resource issues as you're sort of coming into the situation. I think you're going to have to sort of pay maybe a little more, or somebody's not going to have enough and you're going to have to sort of help out. But we do have some sort of a resource exchange and all of that stuff. So that's going to be, that's going to be a bit of a challenge for you to get into that. So the Chariot says ultimately you will be able to go. So that's the last thing. Mama, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. New chair hype. There you go. New chair hype. Man, I could sit in this all day. This is comfortable. So the Chariot says, yes, you will be able to go. Resource issues abound, could have some problems. People you're going with, maybe one or two doesn't go. Somebody can't go. Somebody doesn't go. Maybe they're scared of the virus, whatnot. Judgment says ultimately you may be finding somebody else or finding an alternate person to sort of go with as you move through that. But ultimately, yes, the Chariot says absolutely you will be able to do in July. Now, again, my prediction is that restrictions will be lifted in May, a little at a time, right? And the all clear won't come until August. What I mean by all clear is people's, get back to normal. And all of the governments say that it's time to get back to normal. I think that's coming. I think that's not coming until August. Will Dudley talk to me again? Talk to me again? I don't know. This is not the slow tarot, by the way. I think we could use the pre-Raphaelite tarot, one of my favorites. We're missing, see, we're just moving around. We're just moving around today with all of this stuff. The pre-Raphaelite tarot is here. Yeah, is here. So I am going to go get some foam board tomorrow, and we're going to add a layer to my deck holder, because I do have a lot of decks. I have a lot. I got to have more than 100 at this point, because I broke all of them out and I put all of them up, and it was so many. Anyway, so yeah, you're going to be able to go, Jocelyn. You need to take some pictures, post it on my Discord, and show me all the beautiful places you went to, because that's going to be exciting. That is going to be too exciting. Annette wants to know, is there a list? There is no list. Donations take priority, then I pick at random. If you don't get your question answered tonight, I'm here every single night. Every single night, Annette. I'm never not here. I don't think I've missed a night other than the Super Bowl. That was the only night I missed. So the pre-Raphaelite tarot, by the way, beautiful, beautiful deck. Okay. Oh, Yoli, what is going on, fellow Texan? How do you like the 30 degrees and it's almost May? What's up with that? Are we in Texas or Seattle? I mean, I'm just asking the obvious question here. So Mama wants to know, will Dudley talk to me again? No. Yeah, no, and no. So no. Yes or no question, make it simple, right? No. Whatever happened really put a stain on the relationship. Put a stain on the relationship. I'm just saying. Fire sign, you have a real radio voice. I have a face for radio too. I'm just saying. So the 5 says that whatever happened, left a bad taste in their mouth. There's some things that they really didn't appreciate, some things they didn't like, some things they're just sort of really recovering from, and they're shielding themselves from the future too. And they're shielding themselves from the future because there's some changes coming. So I think that they're in for a bit of a change, or in for a bit of a difference in how their life goes. I think that some things are getting shaken up over there, and they're sort of busy with all of that stuff, right? Sort of busy with all of that. And so they're sort of shielding themselves from it, a bit of that defensive posture, trying to get through the things that are happening at this point. So, I mean, talking to you is probably a little lower on the priority list right now based upon all the things going on. The Tower doesn't sneak into a reading, right? It sort of furies and bursts and lightning and thunder and everything else sort of just bursts into there once you have the Tower within the reading. And again, we're looking at a whole lot of no. They're busy with other stuff. They're trying to get through this. If you're looking for them to talk to you again anytime soon, it's not going to be good. Whatever happened before has that 5 of Wands difficulty, challenge feel, and it's going to be difficult to come through. So if you want them to talk to you again, you may want to wait. You may want to wait until this Tower event goes through, and Tower event goes through, and you're trying to sort of move through that. So yeah, not the best time, it looks like, as far as the cards say. Well, Yo Yoli, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. All right. So, yeah, Dudley's busy. Dudley's is busy at the moment. Lorena wants to know, would it be a nurse or a pharmacist? There you go. We'll have a nurse-pharmacist throwdown. A nurse-pharmacist throwdown. On, what are we going to, what is a Bonefire Tarot for this? On the left is going to be the nurse. The nurse. Ola, I see your message. Please don't spam it that often. I don't mind you spamming it. Just don't spam it, that often. I read every single thing in chat. I don't miss anything at all. So if you spam it now and then you do it later, that's fine, but not like 5 times in a row. Thank you so much. All right. I know some people, I know it's kind of hard. You're like new and you're like, does this person even read chat? Does this person even read chat? So some people don't. And Ola's not even listening to me. So, well, there we go. Time out you go. Okay. No offense, Ola. I still love you. It's just you gotta settle it down a little bit, just a little bit. It's all good. You just gotta relax. Okay, so let's see about. So we have the nurse on the left. We have the pharmacist on the right. So let's figure out which is going to be the best thing for you. The Ace of Wands sure is looking good. I have to admit that the nurse sure is looking good for that. But long term, wow, long-term happiness. Am I still doing magic? Not tonight. I got a ton of questions. I got a ton of people in line. I could do, I don't really have anything. I got the, what I have prepared. I don't know. That's kind of a boring thing. I need to get a couple more tricks in here. I don't want to do the Sharpie trick because I messed it up already. Anyway, no, not tonight. Try tomorrow night. So the nurse is looking pretty good. The Ace of Wands, the Hierophant. I think the nurse is going to get you into a very stable position where you're going to be fairly happy and fairly content with this. Ace of Wands as well. It's going to be quite a bit of a journey. And I think you'll find some people that you really enjoy during that journey and hanging out and all that good stuff. The Page of Coins says it's a very steady income. There's not really any place you can't go to get a job. And it's pretty, it's going to be steady, stable, and it's going to be something where you really sort of enjoy it and you look forward to going to work, right? Long term though, the pharmacist looks a little better. By the way, entertainment purposes only. Never make, that's a big decision. Don't make that big decision based upon me. The Seven of Wands really sort of points at the pharmacist being a lot of just stress. It's like it's more stress. It's more of a stretched type of band, you know, stretched type of band to where it's just stretching and you feel stress. You feel like stretched too much to your limit. Page of Cups says you will have some emotional satisfaction. It seems to be not as rigorous or not as difficult per se as some of the nurse things that you end up doing. But the King of Wands says that long term, you're going to have more of an emotional satisfaction with it, but the stress is just going to sort of bring you down into a level to where you're not, quite happy overall. If you're looking for stability, happiness, something that you can really get into, something that is going to be reliable, something that's going to be just job stable, and something that you can enjoy with less stress. Coming down to stress, the nurse has less stress, basically, is what the cards are saying. The Seven of Wands, I'm not trying to defend myself. I'm not constantly trying to do this stuff. So it's less stress overall as the nurse is what it says, basically. So again, don't, entertainment purposes only. Never make, that's a massive life decision. Don't make that based upon me. Thank you so much. All right. Is there someone new coming for me? All right, let's check this out. Would not by using that. So for this one, we're back to the digital decks. We can use the Muse Tarot. The Muse Tarot. Here we go. What is my CPU? It is only 5%. That is excellent. Because when I put 100 of these graphics on this application, my CPU was like at 50%. That's when I had to start taking them off and using the boxes, the box method. It's the new method, the box method, where you just slide the box down. And I think that's going to be acceptable for all the little boxes. I think that's going to work fine. Anyway, voice for radio and a face for radio indeed. So let's figure this out. Is there somebody new coming for you? I certainly hope so. Let's see what kind of love that we have. What we have on the love triangle or the love section of the store. I'm ready to go back to a mall. I need some shirts. I need to go to the mall and get some shirts, and I can't do that. One of the things when you, the problem with buying shirts online is you have no idea what they actually look like. So you're like, okay, that looks decent. Then you buy it and it looks terrible. Now you got to ship it back. And it's a pain in the butt. Ready to go to the mall. I did like Macy's. I don't know why I like Macy's so much. They have some pretty cool looking shirts. But anyway, is there somebody new coming for you? I say yes. Death says yes. The Queen of Voices says yes as well. The Nine of Voices and the Knight of Materials looking pretty good. The Knight has a lot of that pride within it. So let's sort of break this down and see what we have. Death says you do have somebody coming. You have some changes coming. I think that you're in a place to where you're ready for some change. I think that you're bored of the same old, same old. You're in a situation where you really would like something different, something new, and we'd like a change in your life. You're sort of doled out by the day-to-day activities, things that are happening, maybe the quarantine, maybe stuff like that. Mama, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. But the Queen of Voices also says that this person is going to be just a water sign, right? The Queen of Voices, going to be a water sign. And you're looking at the water sign being a very emotional, very stable person. And I say stable because the Knight of Materials is a very stable card as well. It's very active, but they're very stable too, because they're look in the thought, they're the one that is sort of looking on the field and with that pride, right? With a pride, and they're very excited about what they've done. They have a bunch of accomplishments to their name, and you have a lot of good things sort of within that realm. So this is a person that does good work, does some very important work, not like a mayor, president, just somebody that really does the work, has a lot of pride with it, and is not just a grunt, right, at work. So again, I think they're water sign. I think you will meet someone new. I think that they will be a bit on the agitated side when you meet them, and it's going to be sort of an odd meeting as well. But overall, I think everything was going to work out. And I do think you're in somebody new. Death really, really sort of points to that opportunity, that change, to where you're ready for somebody. I think you're ready for that. I think you're bored with the average, you're bored with the everyday, and you're ready for somebody as well. So I think it's going to be a good opportunity for you to get the water sign and to sort of enjoy their company and get into a little relationship and stuff. Maybe go shopping with them when the mall's open and stuff, All right. Let's see. What is going to bring me in life that I'm studying astrology and tarot? I like the calling. Okay. So MNCSV, comma delimited file from Excel export, by the way. Tarot and astrology. What gives? What gives, and where are you going to be headed with that? There we go. I learned a lot. AM, I just uploaded a video with tarot, or with court cards, and that is so much fun. That is so much fun. I'm really looking forward to that series. So the complete guide to court cards. By the way, this is the Spirit Animal Tarot. I have not added this. Again, I had to redo all of my stuff today because my CPU was capped out. So I don't have a little animated thing for this. I'm sorry. It's a Spirit Animal Tarot. If you like it, then do that, Donna popped in to get her assignment printed, uploaded for class, and sorting out. Shopping for me. There you go. Cool. All right. Again, Spirit Animal Tarot. Very cool. One of my new things. And I know that this is old, but I've been wanting to use it on stream, and so here you go. Tarot and astrology, where are you headed with it? You feel that calling. You feel like this is something you want to do, something you want to dive into. And, good news. Good news. Yeah, Luthien, that I'm going to go step by step, and you're going to have a PDF handout too. In the PDF handout, you can sort of, print it out and then put it on the wall or something, and you can have a quick reference guide for this too. Anyway, the donkey, the five of fossils. You're looking at something that is not going to make you a lot of money, but it's going to have some deep satisfaction to you. Getting it started takes money. And that's sort of one of the problems with astrology in general. Is just so deep, and there's so much depth within it that it's difficult to just grab one book and be happy, right? Because you're always sort of like, well, okay, I understand that, but now I don't really understand this little piece of astrology, and I'm sort of into it. And then you're going to want to spend money on another book and another book. You know how it goes with tarot, astrology, anything, as you're sort of learning it, more decks and things like that. So the Five of Fossils says that you could be looking at spending a bit more money than you're expecting to spend, right? The sea turtle, the nurturer of shells, it's also going to be something to where you actually start attracting people. You start attracting people that want readings, especially astrology. People want readings. They want to understand what's happening. They want to understand what the future is about. And they sort of want you to tell them, because now you know. And you end up being pretty good at it, right? You end up being pretty good at it, and everything is okay with that. And the nurture of shells says that you're going to be comfortable. People are going to be comfortable with you. They're going to be comfortable getting readings from you as well. And that calling is really going to sort of work out for you. Now, the Two of Fossils, I don't think that you have enough spare time for both, right? The Two of Fossils says that you may not have spare time for both. In other words, now you have to juggle, and you have to choose tarot or astrology, and at some point you need to figure out which one is really your passion. And until you dive into both, you're not going to be able to figure that out. Of course. But once you start reading, once you get comfortable, once you start doing things, I think you'll be attracted to one or the other, but it seems like you don't have enough free time for both. Ultimately, yes, you are guided to this. This is a good choice for you. This is a good path for you, and it's something where you can really get passionate and get into it. So basically, yeah, I mean, this is going to be something great. I say dip your toe into both the waters. Dip your toe into both, and don't end up spending a lot of money on 100 books like I ended up doing when I first started. And always make sure to watch that TarotOracle channel, because he just posted. By the way, like and subscribe. Not sponsored. Well, actually, yes, sponsored. He just posted the guide to court cards. This is going to be the most thorough guide to court cards on the internet. There's nothing better video-wise than what I'm going to come out with, because it's going to be massive. It's going to be every little personality trait explained. You're going to get to know the person like they're your best friend, and each tarot card, and then we're going to go and we're going to practice with the court cards, and we're going to say, okay, this person marries this person. What happens? And now you know, oh man, they're going to have all sorts of freaking difficulties because this person's, obsessive compulsive, and this other tarot court card is this and that. And so we're going to play games, and we're going to have live sessions to where I teach follow-ups on it. I mean, this is going to be exhaustive. So check out TarotOracle. I'm just saying, like and subscribe. Well, court cards are not going to confuse you when I'm done with you. I guarantee that. I mean, it's going to be like you know these people. They're going to be like people that you know. Okay. So HG wants to know, spiritual goddess helping me. All right, let's check that out. Eleni, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Okay. By the way, there is no list. It looks like it is donation night. So I'll be back tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day and even the next day after that. For the rest of your life, I'll be here. So if you don't get your question answered tonight, come on back. Come on back. Apparently, I have a voice for radio. So does anybody listen to the radio? Like, is that still a thing? Do people literally listen to the radio, like a talk show radio? I used to, back when I was younger, I used to listen to talk shows on the radio. Phil Hendry and all these other talk shows, NPR, some of the conservative stations. I had a nice mix there. So that was a long time ago. I'm kind of wondering, I mean, with you can just get on your phone and listen to podcasts, and you can listen to Apple Music or Amazon Music. Do people actually turn on the radio anymore? I'm just kind of curious. Mom Bear, I do. What do you listen to, Mom Bear? And Katie, what do you and Mom Bear listen to? Let me know. So, is spiritual goddess is still helping me or not? The Nine of Cups says that, and the Four of Wands, yeah, I mean, the Nine of Cups, we have that explosion. We have that excitement, that movement of emotion. So they're still moving. They're still talking to you. There's still communication going on. And that's sort of comforting to you as well, right? The Four of Wands, that home card. And, the Four of Wands points to this relaxing, comforting feeling that you have from the spiritual goddess as well, right? So the Knight of Cups says they do have some important messages for you, but sometimes you're really busy, or sometimes you're stressed, or sometimes you really can't enjoy it, or you really can't listen to it because you have a lot of other things on your mind. So it's important. Rush Limbaugh, there you go. Is Rush Limbaugh still around? I listened to him back when I was like, oh God, how old was I? I think I was like 20 something. Oh, wow. You've been around a long time. So anyway, the Knight of Cups sort of points to that they do have some important messages for you. So it's important to relax and do some meditation or do some relaxation exercises so that the voice can come through and they can give you the guidance that you need. The Magician says that they do have some excellent advice for you. They're still talking. They have comforting messages and they have excellent advice for you. And they still are looking out for you. They still are helping you. The Magician is the master helper. They really are good. They really are proficient at getting you the help that you need or getting you the guidance that you need. It's just a matter of listening to them and tuning them in, just like the radio stations that are Mom Bear and AM and all that. Yeah, so AM does podcasts, and I'm talking about like raw radio, like AM radio, to where you turn on the AM radio and you listen to Rush Limbaugh or whatever. I don't know. I did that so long ago. Now it's like what you're talking about. Podcasts. Oh my God, he has lung cancer? Wow. Okay. So, let's see. Martha Dominator? I'm not sure what a Martha Dominator is, but we're going to give a vague reading because I'm not really sure what I'm talking about here. But I do want to use the Hermetic Tarot, by the way. This is a pretty good deck. My phone froze. I have not called you ex-Xena. I apologize. These are going to be the last readings, and then I'm going to go away for the night. But I'm here every single night. I mean, literally, if you have nothing to do one night, just come on in. Just come on in. Because I'm here, guaranteed, at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. Yeah, Rush Limbaugh used to be great. That was a long, long time ago. And then I listened to Mike Savage, and then I listened to some people on NPR. So I had like a conservative, left-wing, right-wing combo that I listened to because I thought it was interesting to get both sides and make my own decision. So that's what I ended up doing. Anyway, so I'm not really sure what I'm reading here. Martha Dominator willing to work with me. So somebody, something, somewhere was willing to work with you or not. The Knight of Wands is a very workable, a very fiery card, right? You have that double fire, the fiery knight with the fiery wand. You do have someone that's willing to go along with you, someone that's willing to work with you. Dominion, the Two of Wands as well. They're willing to join forces with you. And they're able to do that. They have the ability to join forces with you with the Two of Wands, a very positive Dominion, Lord of Dominion type card here that's willing to cross those two fiery rods, cross those two aspects and get it done. The last Judgment card, the Judgment card, they're also willing to, well, they also bring about some change when they do. Am I not doing mornings? Yes, I do mornings on the weekend only because I got to work. So weekends only for the mornings. The last Judgment means that they're willing to give you, they're willing to incorporate change into the conversation. They're not afraid of change. They're not afraid of going into that space or into that realm of change as well. And the Princess of Cups says they bring some positive outlooks as well too. So Martha Dominator willing to work with me. So yeah, I mean, they are willing to work with you. They're willing to do that. They do bring about change. It's not going to be a position to where that they're just going to go along with everything that you say. They do want some other things. So, all right, Mama, Twin Flame. We'll do this combo here. Mama, General Brother, and Twin Flame in 2020. Okay, so Twin Flame in 2020 are other love interests. We want a love and a brother combination. For the brother, we could do Thoth. No, let's not do Thoth. Let's do, moved everything around. I can't find it. Really? Where is it? Oh no, did I delete it? No, I didn't. Shadowland. We'll do the Shadowland Tarot. That is a very big box. Yeah, Savage. I don't know what happened to him. He just kind of went away. I know he wrote a couple of books. I never read those. I don't know. The dude was like mad all the time and yelling. And I mean, that was kind of entertaining for, I guess, the first couple of days. But after that, I'm just like, oh, she's a goddess. Okay. All right. Thanks, Haiti. Yeah, Michael Savage just yelled a lot. And after a while, I just got burned out. If I wanted yelling, I would go back to work. If I wanted to hear people yell, I would go back to work. Haiti, thank you for hanging out, and good night. I hope you have a fantastic evening. All right. So let's look at the first thing, which is going to be a general reading for the brother, the seeker. Your brother has an opportunity. I think he's either moving or getting somewhere going. I think we have a trip or travel planned here. The seeker, right into the Seven of Pentacles. There's a trip for a reason. It's like they're taking a trip. They're taking a just a destination that they need to get to, right? To get some things done. It's like maybe a job offer, maybe something is happening with that. The Seven of Pentacles pointing at sort of planting the pentacles and waiting for them to grow. Seems like a new job offer maybe, or some trip that involves a new job offer, maybe a bit of more commute, and they get to this job or something like that. So it's just an opportunity that we have here, either for money or for some resources that's going to be a little bit farther away than they're used to. But other than that, that is looking good. The Knight of Swords, I think actually this involves this as well. The Knight of Swords and the Hierophant sort of. So it's like a company needs. Whitty, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. What's going on, Whitty? So we have just one reading, basically. It looks like the job offer reading. The Hierophant, somebody needs someone, and either they know about your brother, or they've seen it, or they've heard about your brother, or maybe they put a resume in there and they picked it up, maybe it's a resume online. Something happened where they have a job opportunity. A company, the Hierophant, a manager, a position of power, has a Knight of Swords moment. Now, Knights are fiery aspect, right? And Swords talks about communication, messages, things like that. And we have this fiery aspect of the communication. In other words, they sort of reach out to your brother and they end up wanting them to come over and do something like that. And again, the Seeker, we have that movement, or we have that commute, or we have that travel involved to get to them to start something, or to start something with resources, most likely a job, the Seven of Pentacles. Would it be better to be a 3 or an 8 of Pentacles? Yes, but I definitely do think that they're going to get a call and get an offer, or have somebody that's interested in getting the opportunity sort of going with them. So that looks fantastic. So yeah, that's a very cool reading. It's going to looking pretty good there. This might hurt tarot. We will do that. Jackhammering, replacing a floor drain. That doesn't sound pleasant at all. That doesn't sound pleasant at all. Well, at least you got some work done. That is the important part. At least you got some work done. All right. So twin flame or some kind of love interest. What do we got coming? What do we got coming? I'd like to have a twin flame. That would be the fantastic part. But, you know, other than that, second place is not too bad. Second place is not too bad. Yeah, Mike Savage made me feel like I was going to have a stroke. Yeah, he's pretty intense. Definitely not the type B personality, more the type A personality indeed. Araceli, welcome. How are you doing? Life path, what's going on? It looks like that we are ending soon, guys, but I'll be back tomorrow and the next day, the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So if you don't get your question answered, come back and we'll check it out. Meanwhile, have some water. This will be the last reading. Got all this done in an hour. I'm just blowing through these readings. It's been looking pretty good. Hierophant upside down. What's going on with that? Star, Two of Wands, and the Moon. Oh, so what was the question? Reunite, twin flame reunite in 2020, or love interest? I don't know. What do we have here? We don't have a reunite. The twin flame does not reunite. We don't have that. And we have a love interest, but it's not like a long-term, long relationship that we can really sort of dig into in marriage. And so Two of Wands, we have the Dominion again. We just had Dominion. It's about crossing paths with someone of similar attitude, someone of similar backgrounds. That I think that you actually run into this person online. The Star is sort of becoming my online persona in many ways. It's not that you're guided to the person. It's kind of an odd position to be guided directly to the person, but the Two of Wands right before it says that we have a choice. We meet somebody, we cross paths, that someone online, I think you meet somebody online and on social media or whatnot, and it's somebody that you're sort of, interested in. They seem like an interesting person. They have cool things to say. And they're very sort of, back and forth sometimes, but they're very sort of interesting and they're drawn to them. A bit of that Star aspect, but the Star, again, when you have it in sort of this mixed reading here, right after something like the Dominion, I think that it points to online encounter. The person doesn't have a job. So The Hierophant, the manager, the formal company, and things like that being reversed says the person does not have a job. They're between jobs. They could have gotten laid off from the coronavirus. They could have a lot of other things, but they have a lot of free time on their hands. I seem to be, pretty interesting person that has a lot of fun things to say. You enjoy talking to them. You enjoy hanging out with them. I think you end up meeting them. They're not too far away. It's not like a long distance thing. It's almost like they're a bit in your area, but you just randomly sort of meet them. The moon says you do have a pretty good emotional connection with them. Now, again, are we looking at a long-term relationship or something that's really serious, deep, unending relationship like my endless love? No, it doesn't look like that. The moon says you have that good emotional connection with them. You're able to talk about some fun things. You're able to be relaxed. You're able to be yourself and unwind after work and be able to really sort of enjoy someone's company. But the moon, well, again, points at cycles too, right? Obviously, the interpretation of the moon is cycles. What comes around goes around. It's the nightly cycle, and this sort of points to that you're willing to meet them and you're willing to hang out with them on a day-to-day basis. And again, you look forward to talking to them. They really sort of bring some value into your life. But again, I don't see any long-term relationship cards. The Two of Cups, the Lovers, even the Three of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, anything. Throw me a bone over here. I don't see any of those. So again, we're looking at a short-term relationship, something that's going to be sort of valuable to you, but not be something you can rely on for a long-term marriage or anything like that. Anyway, so Eleni Nico, thank you for your $2. I appreciate it. Did you have a question? Let's take a look. And scroll. It was a sticker. So normally people that throw down the sticker don't have a question, but I'm just double checking. All right, I think we're clean. I think we're good and we're ready to go. Thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. It was so fun. I appreciate all of you. Whoa. And there's me dragging the camera around. I'm trying to get that and then move it down to there like that. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. All right. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. We'll see you next time.